Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rebel Racing Network and the National Outlaw Racing Association ARCA series. I am your commentator tonight, Austin Householder, and we are coming to you live from the virtual Iowa Motor Speedway, an 8/10 of a mile oval located just outside of Newton, Iowa, where these drivers are going to be competing for 110 laps. The weather tonight, skies are partly cloudy. We have a temperature of 72 degrees. We are expecting that to drop through the night down to into the 60s. The track temperature is currently sitting at 80 degrees, so a little bit warmer than we've seen the last couple weeks for these ARCA drivers. So maybe just a little bit slicker. Times are going to be a little bit slower than these guys are used to. The rules for tonight's event, these drivers will be given 3 sets of tires, 60% fuel, and 1 quick repair to complete the race. As time is winding down in practice, we do have an announcement. Ben Johnson has put up a $20 bounty on that guy right there. That's 79 of Vincent Isabella. Vincent Isabella, very dominant this season. He was last week's winner. He is currently sitting atop the points race. Ben Johnson has put up $20 to anyone that can beat that man right there. And a notable scratch from this race, we have Seth LaCroix missing the ARCA race this week as well. He missed the Cup Series last night and was in the booth with me. He will also miss the ARCA race. That man, Seth LaCroix, had a chance, was probably the best chance at taking home that $20 bounty on Vincent Isabella. But we do have a newcomer to the league, Tanner Witt. He is sitting atop the leaderboard throughout practice with a best time of 22.77, 4/100ths of a second better than Vincent Isabella, whose best time is 22.81. The real question is Tanner Witt going to be able to maintain that pace throughout the race to take home that $20 bounty on Vincent Isabella's head? And we do apologize if you were just joining us from the initial ARCA stream that we had posted on our YouTube. We were experiencing some technical audio difficulties, had to restart Streamlabs to get those figured out, but it appears that everything is working now. And we got everything working just in time for qualifying to start as we come down to the last 10 seconds in practice. I was reviewing the chat. We already had some Thomas Adams fans in the chat earlier on tonight. And I believe we had a newcomer. So while I was trying to get the technical difficulties worked out, I did lose that chat. So please say hello again. Let me know you are here watching, guys. As we get ready to start our qualifying runs, currently looking at Dave Stinson taking the track for his first lap. All right, another Thomas Adams fan entering the chat. Mr. Warrior here. We'll go check out that Aaron's dream machine of Thomas Adams on his qualifying run. Steve from Caneyville, Kentucky here. I think I said that right. I might have to ask my girlfriend later. She is, or her father currently lives in Kentucky. Thomas Adams looking for a clean qualifying run here. Christopher Foot saying ARCA always puts on a good show. I must agree, Christopher. Really, any series from the National Outlaw Racing Association is putting on a good show. We had some excitement in the Cup race last night. And then their new series, the Outlaw Late Model Series, we had a driver show up with an 11,000 I rating. He put on a clinic last night. And we're going to go to that 16 of Tanner Witt spinning out as he comes off of pit road for his qualifying run. Caneyville. All right, I nailed it. I got one right. I appreciate that, Steve. But we're going to continue watching the 16 of Tanner Witt as he recovers after spinning those tires at the start of his qualifying run. He is looking for a good lap here. And based on our practice times, he has a good shot at taking home the bounty that has been set on Vincent Isabella tonight for anyone that can beat that 79 car who we've seen be dominant this season. And Tanner Witt's first lap, a 23.01. Good enough to take fifth. Not good enough to take the pole, though. Vincent Isabella is currently on track as well. Has yet to complete his first lap. And Tanner Witt just took the pole with that last time. We're going to switch over to Vincent Isabella's second qualifying lap. Tanner Witt just ran a 22.88. Vincent Isabella's first qualifying lap, he ran a 22.92, so looking for some more speed out of that car. And Vincent Isabella going to take the pole away from Tanner Witt with a time of 22.85. Now, as these drivers are finishing up their qualifying runs, we are going to head down trackside for our opening ceremonies presented by Oorah Flyovers. At this time, please stand as you are able, remove your hats, place your hand over your heart, and veterans render a hand salute as the United States Marine Corps Band performs our national anthem.
Through the perilous fight, for the
right, and we are back. Big thank you to URA Flyovers for those opening ceremonies. The drivers are now gridding up. We are going to go ahead and run through our official grid for the night. Starting on the pole, we have Vincent Isabella in the 79 car. To his outside, Tanner Witt will be starting second place in the 16 machine. In third place, we have Cody Sanderson in the 5 car. Starting fourth, we have Sean Merriman in the 18 car. In fifth, we have Cody Bullock in the 11 car. In sixth, we have Preston Shepard in the 52 machine. Rolling off seventh is Dave Stinson in the 83 car. To his outside, in eighth, we have Jonathan Foxworth in the 029 car. Starting ninth, we have Dave Nail in the 21 car. To his outside, we'll have Jonathan Wiley in the 10 car. In 11th, we have Ben Johnson in the 57 car. He's the one who put up that bounty on Vincent Isabella. To his outside will be the 12 of Jay Vaught, a newcomer here to the National Outlaw Racing Association. He will be driving the 88 machine. In 13th, we have Alan Martin driving the 15 car. Starting to his outside in 14th, we have fan favorite Thomas Adams in that 64, Aaron's Dream Machine. In 15th, we have Casey Flowers driving the 19 car. Rolling off 16th, we have Aaron Yancey in the 98 car. In 17th, we have Brandon McGraw in the 00. Starting 18th to Brandon McGraw's outside is Ethan Straub in the 13 machine. Terrell Wheeler is going to roll off 19th in the 43 car. In 20th, we have Joseph Truskowski opting out of qualifying here tonight. He will be driving the 42 car. And in 21st, and rounding out your field, we will have Brian Tiffany in the 35 machine. These cars make their way around the track, and I have just been informed that Vincent Isabella, even though he qualified on the pole because he was last week's winner, he is going to be starting from the back tonight. So a little rule update, trying to make this interesting with that bounty on his head. We're going to see how this plays out here. Tanner Witt now has the advantage over Vincent Isabella for the start of the race as the pace truck dives off the track, and they come around to take the green flag. Cody Sanderson will lead them to the green flag. He gets a nice jump on Tanner Witt, as well as Cody Bullock working that low side. Tanner Witt battling back on the outside now, trying to hang with Cody Bullock. And we got Warrior saying he's not a racing guy, but this is getting interesting. We do our best to keep it interesting here, Warrior. A lot of excitement going on here. We've got some bounties over on the Cup Series. We're going to have the fan favorite Dash for Cash to keep things interesting. A lot of big things coming to the National Outlaw Racing Association series. Cody Bullock going to clear Tanner Witt now. Still some battling going back in the pack. Three wide racing looks like the 29 of Jonathan Foxworth stuck in the middle there. He gets it sorted out. We're currently looking at Ben Johnson in the 57 battling the 83 of Dave Stinson. Dave Stinson getting into the back of the 21. He's going to go around collecting Ben Johnson. Thomas Adams involved in that as well. Looks like Jonathan Wiley and Joseph Truskowski might have also been involved. So some early trouble here on lap 5. Yellow is out. We'll go back, take another look at that. Now keep your eye on the black and red 83 car of Dave Stinson. He sends it in too hard, gets into the back of the 21 of Dave Nail, and mayhem ensues after that. We're going to go ahead and ride along with Dave Stinson for this. Watching his entrance to the corner here. That 21 of Dave Nail just checked up. Sending Dave around, collecting a lot of people behind him. Currently looking at the Ben Johnson car. Very out of shape on the front end. Some major wheel damage to him. It does look like Vincent Isabella was involved in that as well. A lot of front-end damage to that 79. At a major disadvantage starting from the back. Gets caught up in the mayhem. And it does not look like he's going to use his quick repair here. Vincent Isabella now, I do believe, has fallen a lap down now. We go back, check out the leaders. Cody Sanderson still in control of this one. Cody Bullock now in second. Tanner Witt drops back to third after that start. Sean Merriman sitting in fourth. And Preston Shepard rounding out your top five. Vincent Isabella now coming back out on track. Car looking very clean. I'm not sure. I do believe he had... I don't think there was enough time for him to get that all fixed up without using a quick repair. But that car looks clean now. But he is a lap down. That's going to be a major challenge for Vincent Isabella. They are now doubled up behind the pace truck. The lights are off on the safety vehicle. We are getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Cody Sanderson will be leading them to the green flag. We see the pace truck diving down pit road as they come off of turn 4. Cody Sanderson checking up a little bit on that restart. Checks the lineup behind him. It doesn't really get a good restart. He's now going to pull out in front of the 11 of Cody Bullock. And the top 4 will go single file. But looky here. We have Joseph Truskowski making his way into the top 5, up 15 positions from where he started with some aggressive moves. He is one to watch week in and week out. And this week will be no different as he cracks the top 5. Just behind him, we have the 21 of Dave Nail, who really kicked off that last caution when he checked up a little bit early, causing mayhem behind him. And the caution is out. Our second caution of the night comes out here on lap 11. Looks like Ben Johnson and Thomas Adams involved in this one. Go back, take a look, see what happened here. Ben Johnson in that 57 car. Looks like Thomas Adams and another driver were slow on track. We're going to go back, see exactly how this all started. Looking at Thomas Adams in that 64. He bumps the 13. They get together. Just tough luck for Ben Johnson getting collected up in that. Look at Thomas Adams as he crosses the start and finish line. Not a lot of major damage to that 64 car. We go back, look at the guys on pit lane. We have Jonathan Foxworth in the 29, Ethan Straub, and Ben Johnson all coming down pit lane looking to get some damage repaired. Ben Johnson, I believe that was the second incident he has been caught up in. So some tough luck here for Ben Johnson early on in this one. As they make their way around the track, we're going to step aside for a word from our sponsors.
From the track to the tech, Creative Castle keeps your code running as clean as your laps. We test real-world devices and digital platforms so your next release won't crash in turn one. At Creative Castle, we elevate your software with expert quality assurance and cross-platform testing. Whether it's native apps or networked hardware, we deliver precision-tested performance at scale. Behind every smooth app and smart device is a quiet castle. Creative Castle. We're the quality wizards and test knights who battle bugs and break bad code before it breaks your product. Creative Castle. Quality at full throttle. Your quest for quality ends here.
All right, and we are back. The cars have just been given the 1 to go signal under caution. Getting ready to go back green. They are doubled up, and I've just received word our lucky dog, that last caution was the 79 of Vincent Isabella. He was a lap down after being caught up in the first caution, getting his lap back and looking to race his way to the front. He's, does not want to give up that bounty that is on his head right now. They come around turn 4. The pace truck is going to dive off. Cody Sanderson in control of this one yet again. Cody Sanderson loses a step to Cody Bullock on that restart. Cody Bullock now to the lead. Sanderson going to battle back on the low side. We've got a battle for the lead, folks. Bullock is going to get a run on that high side as they come off of 2. Sanderson hanging with him on the low side. They are neck and neck this first lap after the restart. Bullock making that high side work for him. He's going to clear Sanderson. I don't think they're done yet. That 5 car, very quick. Even with this battling, they are pulling away from the pack. Now to a 0.4 of a second lead over Tanner Witt. Tanner Witt looking to close that gap. He was fast in practice, looking for it to carry over to the race. It looks like the Cody boys have got this figured out. Maybe not. Here comes Sanderson trying the higher line than Bullock. But look out behind him. That 42 IC Light machine of Joseph Truskowski has now moved up to 4th. He is gaining ground on the leaders. We are watching these two battle it out. Sanderson looking for an opportunity. These guys are pretty evenly matched here. Sanderson going to get underneath Bullock as they go into turns 1 and 2. Not going to make it happen there. Sanderson's got to be careful about using up his tires early on here. We're only 20 laps into this race, and Sanderson looks like he wants to battle like there's only 5 to go. We're going to go back, take a look at Truskowski now going by Tanner Witt. That 42 machine is fast tonight. And Thomas Adams involved in an incident, bringing out our 3rd caution of the night. Sorry, Lazenby. We're going to go back, take a look, see what happened here with Thomas Adams. But some very good racing up front. Thomas Adams getting into the outside wall. Looks like he tried to save it, just sent it sideways. Not going to be any major damage for Thomas Adams, but I do think he may have some left rear wheel damage on that 64 machine. So 21 laps into this, we're under a caution yet again. We've been watching these two up front battling hard that last run. Joseph Truskowski now up 17 positions, looking to be our hard charger of the night. Truskowski's gotta love seeing that caution. That just brings the 2 leaders right back to him. We're gonna see what he can do on this restart if he wants to throw his hat into the ring for the lead. So our standings after our 3rd caution, Cody Bullock now in 1st, Cody Sanderson in 2nd, Joseph Truskowski is running 3rd, Tanner Witt in 4th, Sean Merriman running 5th, Reston Shepard in 6th, Casey Flowers in 7th, Jonathan Wiley back there in 8th, Jay Vaught in 9th, and Terrell Wheeler rounding out your top 10. Terrell Wheeler, another hard charger of the night. He is up 9 positions from where he started. We're looking at Thomas Adams making his way down pit road. Very beat up looking car now. And a little update on the 79 of Vincent Isabella. Had to take the EOL because he was the race winner last week. Caught up early in a caution here. Has now made his way up to 12th. See Thomas Adams now showing out of the race. We're going to see if we can get an interview with him. Correction, we have just been given the 1 to go signal. You're going to stay glued to this battle for the lead. If Thomas Adams hangs around, we will try and get an interview with him next caution. They come off of turn 4. That pace truck is going to dive to the inside. Cody Bullock in control of this one. He goes early, taking off like a rocket, allowing Joseph Truskowski to capitalize. I believe Cody Sanderson was caught sleeping there a little bit, as he tries to battle back with Truskowski. Sanderson, very quick, got a great exit off of 2, and Truskowski looking to go to the lead. He's now to the inside of the 11 car, not giving Cody Bullock very much room there. They're going to battle it out for the lead now. And I've got to think this top three's tire strategy is just, smoke them if you got them. We're going to burn them up, racing for the lead here on lap 27. Truskowski trying to make that low line work. Cody Bullock very quick on the high line, especially down these straightaways. Sanderson now getting to the back bumper of Truskowski. Sean Merriman back there in fourth now, just past Tanner Witt. Sanderson sending into that corner hard, trying to take it 3 wide. Truskowski now got a nose out in front of Bullock. And they're going to clear him. Bullock stuck on the high side and dropping quick. Cody Bullock now dropping back to 5th. Some trouble for that 11 car. That allows Joseph Truskowski to take over the lead here. And Sean Merriman look at a challenge for second. Got a nose under the 5 car of Cody Sanderson. Now watch out for the 16 and the 18 here. 16 moving up the track. But 16 and 18 not battling like those top 3 were. Maybe saving some tires and going to make a run later on into this green flag run. We're now seeing Tanner Witt going back by Sean Merriman, taking back over 4th place. Cody Bullock has dropped off of the leaders a little bit, but Sanderson looking to get back up there and battle with Truskowski. And I know Truskowski has had to have used up a lot of those tires, making his way through the pack, up 19 positions from where he started after missing qualifying. Sanderson now challenging for the lead underneath of Joseph Truskowski. We saw Joseph Truskowski working the low line before. Let's see what he can do up on the high side. Sanderson not able to get him there. But he has taken Joseph Truskowski in that 42 IC Light machine off of his line. Truskowski hits the outside wall. Sanderson going to move up the track behind Truskowski. That tap of the wall did not seem to phase Truskowski at all. But looky here, back there, battle for 3rd. Tanner Witt now going by Cody Bullock. Witt on the low side, trying to get back up there. Witt's going to complete the pass here, and he's got his eyes set on the lead now. So they get it all sorted out for now. Cody Sanderson looking at trying to make another run to the low side. We see Thomas Adams entering the track again after some early trouble for him. Now 6 laps down. We just have a correction on the lap count for this race. Earlier on in the race, I said 110 laps. We have upped the lap count to 150. So still a lot of racing to go here, folks. And look out, boys, because looking back in the pack, Vincent Isabella in that 79 machine is now up to 6th. We go back to look at the battle for the lead. Sanderson now backing off of Truskowski. After watching that battle for all those laps, those tires have got to be pretty hot, making things pretty slick for these drivers. And no one could be happier about that than that 79 of Vincent Isabella. We've seen him very fast throughout the season, very good at conserving tires, as he's got his eyes set on the top 5, closing in with the 11 of Cody Bullock. We do have some battles going on back in the pack. Dave Stinson, Brian Tiffany, and Dave Nail battling it out for 12th position. Brian Tiffany in that 35. He is a newcomer to the NORA series. Trying to find a line that works. These guys are racing just as hard as the leaders for 12th position. We're going to go back, take a look at the battle for 3rd now. Tanner Witt and Sean Merriman looking to battle it out. And it looks like we're going to have another battle for the lead as well. Cody Sanderson closing in. Little update, Vincent Isabella just completed the pass over Cody Bullock and has now cracked the top 5 for the first time tonight. Sean Merriman taking away 3rd position from Tanner Witt now. These guys are going back and forth. Cody Sanderson still just riding behind Joseph Truskowski, but he's going to feel some pressure out the back from that 18 of Sean Merriman. And Tanner Witt letting Sean know, hey, I'm not done with you yet. We've still got some battling to do as well. But look back there in 5th. We have Vincent Isabella starting to close in on this top 4. All this hard fighting for position may give Vincent Isabella the advantage, even after having to drive through all these guys. Sean Merriman now challenging for 2nd. Vincent Isabella closing in on Tanner Witt as well. So they make their way around the lap traffic of Thomas Adams, putting him now 7 laps down. And we've got a battle for 4th now. Vincent Isabella underneath the 16 of Tanner Witt. Vincent Isabella gonna get the pass done there. He moves up, and Tanner Witt looking to challenge on the low side now. He's gonna get a great entrance into turn 3 here. Not gonna be able to hold off Vincent Isabella, though, as he opens up that gap on the high side. We're gonna ride along with that 79 of Vincent Isabella as he has set his eyes on the leader, and we are going to go ahead and crank it up. right, and a new little feature we're playing with, Crank It Up. We need a sponsor for the Crank It Up session. So Joseph Truskowski still in control of this one. Sean Merriman in second. Cody Sanderson in third. Vincent Isabella running fourth now. Warrior rooting for Thomas Adams. Still, Thomas Adams 7 laps down. He has a lot of adversity to overcome here tonight. As the top 5 seem to have figured it out, we're going to move back in the pack now as Dave Nail, Jay Vaught, Alan Martin all battling it out. It looks like we're going to have some green flag pit stops. Cody Bullock coming down, Dave Stinson, and Brian Tiffany all entering pit road. Cody Bullock, we saw him up front earlier. He is looking to get some fresh tires and get back in this one. Green flag pit stops. Gonna shake things up here. So we're going back to the leaders. Seem to be on some different pit strategies, but here comes Joseph Truskowski. That is going to send Sean Merriman to the lead as Truskowski makes his way down pit lane. Preston Shepard, Tanner Witt also heading down pit lane as well. Ethan Straub on pit lane. We're now 60 laps in. There are going to be some varying pit strategies here. Remember, these cars only have 60% fuel tonight. So, going to need probably at least 2 pit stops to get through this one. And after all that hard fighting, I know these guys are ready to get some fresh tires on these cars. Sean Merriman now going to head down pit lane as well. And we've got the 79 of Vincent Isabella to the lead. Now, if I'm Vincent Isabella in that 79 car, I don't want to stay out too much longer than these guys. Staying out too long after these guys get off pit lane, that's going to allow them to make up some time over Vincent Isabella because of their fresh tires. They'll be running probably about a second faster of a lap than Vincent Isabella on those old tires. But Isabella did have to pit earlier after being caught up in a caution. So he can make it just a little bit longer on fuel. An eye on him to see how long he is going to stay out here. Sean Merriman, Joseph Truskowski all back out on track. As Truskowski just goes around Sean Merriman in that 18 car. You see Thomas Adams up to the high side. Currently only 5 cars left on the lead lap. Vincent Isabella, Jonathan Foxworth, Alan Martin, and Dave Nail and Ben Johnson still on the lead lap. They have not pitted yet. And a lot of these guys had to pit earlier on because they were caught up in an incident. They had to get some damage repaired. So they can go just a little bit longer. But these guys have closed the gap in on Vincent Isabella. I think Vincent Isabella is a little bit in conserve mode at the moment. Vincent Isabella going low as there is a caution behind him. Jay Vaught spinning down to the inside. We are still green. J-Vaught slow on the inside now. He's going to get it back going, and I do believe we will stay green here, folks. J-Vaught going to have to head down pit lane, get some front-end damage repaired on that car. And Vincent Isabella coming this time by. I think he was thinking about it last time, saw the spin in his rear view, and decided to stay out, see if he can do it under yellow. But Vincent Isabella needing to come down pit lane now as he slows to pit road speed. Jonathan Foxworth in the 29 car will take over the lead, followed by Alan Martin in the 15. Currently looking at Joseph Truskowski and Sean Merriman getting their lap back. Now the race is on to get back around the track and catch up to Vincent Isabella as these two battle it out. Currently for 5th and 6th, Jonathan Foxworth in control of this one, though, with Alan Martin still staying out. We pull up our pit strategy tracker. Jonathan Foxworth now heading down pit lane. 3 cars still have yet to pit. They last pitted on lap 21. So they can go to about lap 80 on this load of fuel. Correction as we go yellow flag is out. Looks like Ben Johnson involved in that. I'm gonna go ahead, take a look, see what happened here. Looks like Joseph Truskowski gets together with the 18 of Sean Merriman, who goes up into Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson gets stuck on the low side. Facing the wrong way. Sean Merriman able to recover, only losing 1 position to Joseph Truskowski. But that is going to shake things up here. Sean Merriman, Joseph Truskowski, Cody Sanderson, our leaders, and Vincent Isabella as well, our leaders from early on are all caught 1 lap down. Alan Martin, Dave Nail, and Ben Johnson, the only cars left on the lead lap because they pitted earlier on under caution. They will be able to maintain. That will shake things up. Everyone will get their lap back, but Alan Martin, Dave Nail, and Ben Johnson will stay up front after this cycle of pit stops. We have Preston Shepard entering pit road as well. So this is going to shake up the top 5 here. We are currently showing Cody Sanderson scored in 1st. Dave Nail will be scored in 2nd. Alan Martin in 3rd. Ben Johnson in 4th. If it stays as it was before. We're going to pull up our pit strategy yet again. Cody Sanderson last pitted on lap 60. We just saw Dave Nail, Alan Martin, and Ben Johnson all come down pit road, so they're going to be on about 15 lap fresher tires than Cody Sanderson. Correction, Cody Sanderson will have to give those positions back, it looks like. So our top 3 will be on fresher tires than everyone else. We've seen these guys hanging out back in the pack throughout the race, but tires are going to make a huge difference here. And we're going to see if the guys like Cody Anderson, Joseph Truskowski, Merriman, and Isabella can overcome that tire difference. As we have just passed our halfway point, our standings right now, we have Dave Nail in the lead, Alan Martin in second, Ben Johnson in third, as they try and get things sorted out here. Johnny Reefer saying another Bullock DNF incoming. I don't believe Bullock is out of this. Currently looking at that 11 car. I don't think he's had any trouble yet, Johnny. He is caught a lap down, though, as Dave Nail in the 21 car will lead them to the green flag next time by. Alan Martin will be starting second, Ben Johnson in third, Cody Sanderson in fourth, and it appears Jonathan Foxworth restart fifth. So it appears we are not using the wave around rule, so all those cars will have to stay a lap down. We get ready to go back. Green flag racing here. Green flag is out. Dave Nail leading them to the flag. Jumping out to the lead there. Caution is out. Looks like Ethan Straub involved in this one. Currently looking at the 13 of Ethan Straub. Let's see what happened to him on this restart. Looks like he was just slow. Take it all the way from turn 3. They are lined up single file. Yep, Ethan Straub slow on the restart. Preston Shepard getting in the back of him. Taking out Cody Sanderson as well. You see Ben Johnson heading down pit road, as well as Ethan Straub. While they get this cleaned up, we will step away for a word from our sponsors.
It's race day on iRacing. The grid is set. Engines are rumbling. The chat is buzzing. The anticipation is building. But before the green flag waves, you need a moment that gets hearts racing. Hoorah Flyovers delivers cinematic, custom airplane flyovers for your iRacing or esports event, bringing real-world energy to your virtual track. Add a patriotic punch to your pre-race show. Whether you're hosting a league championship, a memorial race, or just want to hype the crowd, Hoorah brings the thunder. Fully customizable, easy to book, stream ready, guaranteed to get your drivers and fans fired up. Because when the jets fly, everyone pays attention. Stand tall, fly loud, race proud. Hoorah! Visit Hoorah Flyovers on Discord or Facebook and bring the flyover experience to iRacing like never before.
All right, and a big thank you to Ura Flyovers. You saw them in action earlier on before the race started tonight. Make sure you go like and follow them on Facebook. If you are looking to bring a new punch to your opening ceremonies, let them know. They will hook you up with flyovers. They can do just about any track that has not been torn down using Microsoft Flight Simulator. Dakota Dennis in the chat now saying, keep up the good work. Glad to have you watching, Dakota. We are missing you out on track. This would have been a good one for you, Dakota. I know how you like to run your tire and fuel strategy. I think it would have paid off in this one. You see Jonathan Foxworth getting his lap back as the lucky dog. And they are lining back up, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Now 5 cars on the lead lap. Joseph Truskowski is the first car a lap down, sitting back there in 6th. He will be looking to make his way back up to the front here. Hayes' car is going to dive down pit road. We are getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Dave Nail in that 21 car in control of this one. Green flag is out. Dave takes off. Alan Martin a little bit slow to the throttle there. Hanging on to second. He did get a shot in the back from, I believe that was Cody Bullock in the 11 car. Cody Bullock trying to get his lap back as well. He's now in the lucky dog position. Seeing Ben Johnson getting out of shape there. We are still green. We're going to go back, take a look at Joseph Truskowski. Correction, Cody Bullock, I do believe, is 2 laps down now. I'm sorry, 3 laps down for the 11 of Cody Bullock. Trying to get up there and get a lap back. We saw him very fast early on in this race. But he has a mirror full of Joseph Truskowski, who is desperate to get that lap back. Not wanting to have to start from the tail end of the longest line. We've seen a long green flag run here. Don't know how many more cautions we are going to get, especially when these guys get spread out. The Truskowski wanting to capitalize on this. Go back, take a look at the leader, Dave Nail, opening that gap up to 0.3 of a second over Alan Martin. All right. Yes, we are missing you, Dakota. Wish you were here. Have fun at the Cup race in Iowa next weekend. So it's time winding down in this one. We've got Cody Bullock trying to make his way back up to the front and get a run on Dave Nail, the leader, to get one of his laps back. But here comes Vincent Isabella in that 79 car, currently a lap down. If he can get a lap back here before we get another caution, that could be huge for the 79 car, and he could protect that bounty that is on his head this week. Isabella closing in now. Alan Martin giving up some positions to these lap cars. They've got their sights set on Dave Nail. Cody Bullock and Vincent Isabella both very fast here. Looking to close that gap as Vincent Isabella is going to go around Cody Bullock, or try to, on the inside. This pass for Vincent Isabella and Cody Bullock meaningless when it comes to track position, or position on track. Vincent Isabella desperately wants his lap back. He's got his sights set on the 21 of Dave Nail. Isabella is there, looking to get back on the lead lap, and then he's got to hope for a caution. Honestly, this late in the race, Isabella really needs 2 cautions. And caution is out. Our 6th caution of the night. Brian Tiffany involved in this one, and I do not believe Vincent Isabella was able to complete the pass over Dave Nail to get his lead back. So that means the 79 will be our lucky dog. And we'll go back, take a look, see what happened to Brian Tiffany. Brian Tiffany in that 35 car. Looks like Terrell Wheeler got out of shape, and maybe a little neck code between Terrell Wheeler and Brian Tiffany sends Tiffany around and down to the inside wall. And Vincent Isabella will be our lucky dog now. Dave Nail still in control of this one, but it appears that he is going to have Cody Sanderson starting behind him now. Cody Sanderson very fast here early on. Haven't seen much out of that 5 car after these green flag pit stops, but he has now found his way back up to the front. I think Sanderson has an opportunity to take home that bounty tonight. When we go back green, we will only have about 51 laps to go. If we can get a long green flag run, Cody Sanderson, I think, has an opportunity to run away with this one. We are currently looking at Vincent Isabella heading down pit road, joined by Brandon McGraw, Sean Merriman, and Jonathan Wiley. Getting some fresh tires, that will make a difference. Especially for Isabella, who's going to have to start from the tail end of the longest line after being our lucky dog. We will pull up our pit strategy. So Sanderson last pitted on lap 79. We are on lap 97, so almost 20 laps difference on tires between Isabella and Sanderson, but out of our top 5, Cody Sanderson does have the freshest tires, so look for him to try and rocket to the lead once the green flag drops. Looking at Vincent Isabella all the way in the back there. We are doubling them back up, getting ready to go back racing. The lights on the pace truck are out. Currently 6 cars on the lead lap. Pace car dives down pit road. Green flag is out. Dave Nail leading to the green flag. He takes off early, opening up that gap. Moving up to the high side. Out to a 3/10 of a second gap over Cody Sanderson. But Cody Sanderson, very strong here. Caution is out. Brandon McGraw and Jay Vaught caught up in that one, it looks like. Bringing out our 7th caution of the night here. That means Joseph Truskowski is going to go back to the lead lap. He will be our lucky dog. But Vincent Isabella now gets to go by all these lap cars and has a shot at the win here. We're going to go back, take a look, see what happened with Brandon McGraw and Jay Vaught. McGraw in that 00 car. It looks like it all started with Jay Vaught. Go back, take another look at Jay in that 88. Looks like Aaron Yancey in that 98 car just got into him. Sending Jay around, collecting Brandon McGraw. And I know the last person that wanted to see another caution right now is Cody Sanderson in that 5 car. He had a whole field of cars in between him and Vincent Isabella. Fresher tires than the leaders. Cody Sanderson was in a good position to run away with this one if he got a chance and it stayed green. Now that's going to bring Vincent Isabella closer. And Joseph Truskowski back on the lead lap as well. So be on the lookout. We've got some fast cars on fresher tires now looking to make their way back to the lead as we are just under 50 to go now. And we will step away for another commercial break.
At FedUps, we don't care how it gets there, just that it eventually does. We use cutting-edge technology like guesswork, blind rage, and the occasional coin flip. Need help? Our customer service is standing by to put you on hold. Our drivers are trained professionals in rage quitting, road rage, and minor parkour. Have an issue? Hey, we delivered it, didn't we? At FedUp, we're not happy until you're not happy. Special instructions? I ignored it specifically. Signature required? We'll scribble something. Fragile? Let's test that theory. Customer service? Try screaming into the void. FedUp, we hate your package almost as much as you do.
FedUps is not responsible for damaged, late, lost, or completely incinerated packages. Batteries not included. Actually, nothing's included.
All right, and we are back, getting ready to go back green flag racing here. Dave Nail still in control of this one. Cody Sanderson restarting to his outside. Alan Martin in 3rd. Jonathan Foxworth in 4th. Ben Johnson rounding out your top 5. Just behind those two, we have Vincent Isabella starting in 6th. Joseph Truskowski in 7th at the tail end of the field after being our lucky dog. On this restart, Cody Sanderson needs to get a good restart here for an opportunity to get by Dave Nail and hopefully put some distance in between him and that 79 car. Green flag is out. Dave Nail takes the green flag. Jumps up in front of Cody Sanderson. Sanderson looking to battle back on the low side. He's going to get Dave this time. Not letting Dave drive away with this one. Sanderson going to go by on the low line. But here comes Vincent Isabella. But he's got to deal with Dave Nail and Alan Martin, who are now side by side. Isabella going to take it real high. Try and make a run on the high side. Not going to work for Vincent Isabella. Dave Nail and Alan Martin have got it sorted out now. Vincent Isabella going by Alan Martin. Looking to go by the 21 of Dave Nail. And Cody Sanderson opening that gap up to 0.4 of a second. But I don't know if that's going to be enough to hold off that 79 car if he can complete this pass. And Vincent Isabella getting a little bit loose there through 3 and 4. Isabella sitting back there in third, looking for his opportunity to make the pass. He sees it on the high side. He's to the outside of the 21. Not going to complete the pass through that corner, but he does as they come to the straightaway. Isabella getting a great drive off as he sets his sights in on Dave Nail. Take a ride with Vincent Isabella from his roll bar. 0.4 of a second behind Cody Sanderson. Looking to gain some ground. Cody Sanderson very fast, but I've been watching Vincent Isabella all night. I do believe he has been faster tonight as he is closing that gap now down to 0.3 of a second. Down the straightaway. Isabella is just very good down these straightaways. Sanderson able to open up the gap a little bit through the corners. But Vincent Isabella will have the fresher tires. We are staying glued right here to this battle. One thing I know, Cody Sanderson and Vincent Isabella both want to see this race stay green because we've got Joseph Truskowski back there in 7th after being our lucky dog. Currently 1.6 seconds behind the leaders. But if we get another caution and he gets to bunch back up with this field, he will be a factor as well. Isabella now inching closer to Sanderson. Got that gap down to 0.3 of a second. If we look at their last laps, Sanderson ran a 23.19. Isabella ran a 23.19. These guys are evenly matched here. Lap before that, Isabella was just a couple hundredths faster than Sanderson. They are pulling away from Dave Nail. And another identical lap for Sanderson and Isabella. And caution is out. Our 8th caution of the night. Jonathan Wiley going off track. We're looking at these lap comparisons. Sanderson just a tad bit faster than Isabella. We'll go back, take a look, see what happened to Jonathan Wiley here. Wiley in the 10 car. Purple 10 car. It looks like he just got loose coming off of 4. Goes for a ride through the infield, bringing out our 6th caution of the night. And no one is happier than Joseph Truskowski, because that's going to allow him to bunch back up with the leaders. As we see the start of green flag pit stops, Sanderson will lead them down pit road. Isabella in second. Alan Martin stays out. Interesting decision by Alan Martin. Ben Johnson will also stay out. Preston Shepard and Sean Merriman. Brandon McGraw as well. So some cars electing to stay out. Some heading down pit road. We wait to see who's going to win the race off pit road. Sanderson's going to beat Isabella. I do believe Sanderson only taking 2 tires on that pit stop. We're going to see how that plays out for him. But we have a new leader, Alan Martin in the 15, followed by the 57 of Ben Johnson. I know Ben really wants to win this. He's the one who put the bounty up on Vincent Isabella, so it would be nice of him to keep his $20 in his pocket. All right. We've just been given the 1 to go signal from NORA. They are doubled back up. Lights on the pace truck are out. Alan Martin leading him to the green flag. Ben Johnson to his outside. Cody Sanderson in 3rd. Vincent Isabella restarting 4th. Sanderson and Vincent Isabella on fresh tires. I do believe Sanderson will have the advantage on this. If he can take advantage on the restart and jump when Alan Martin jumps, he has an opportunity to pull back ahead of Vincent Isabella and hopefully get a little bit of a gap here. Green flag is out. Alan Martin goes. Cody Sanderson going with him. Isabella stuck behind Ben Johnson. Isabella going to stay in 4th for the moment, but here comes Joseph Truskowski in that 42 IC Light car. Truskowski now to 3rd as Cody Sanderson takes the lead away from Martin. Vincent Isabella stuck back there 3 wide now. An eye on him as he's got the 29 of Jonathan Foxworth to his inside. Isabella able to clear Foxworth down the straightaway, still stuck up on that high line, allowing Foxworth to get back to that bumper. Going back to Truskowski, trying to get by Alan Martin now. Sanderson, not a lot of time for Sanderson to try and pull away. Out to 0.3 of a second. Terrell Wheeler running into some trouble, it looks like. Stuck on the low side, bringing out our 9th caution of the night. So now we have Cody Sanderson in the lead, Joseph Truskowski in second, Alan Martin in third, Vincent Isabella drops back to fourth. Correction, stays in fourth after that restart. We're going to go back, take a look, see what happened to Terrell, though. It looks like the 43 of Terrell Wheeler just got loose, came down, hit Jonathan Wiley in the 10 car. And slow on the low side, bringing out our 9th caution of the night. We see now Alan Martin and Ben Johnson heading down pit road. That will allow Vincent Isabella to move up to third, Jonathan Foxworth in fourth, and Dave Nail rounding out your top 5 as it appears the rest of the field going ahead, or the rest of our lead lap guys going to head down pit road. All right, we've been given the 1 to go signal from NORA. The lights on the pace car are out. Cody Sanderson will be in control of this one. Sanderson looking for a good restart here. Vincent Isabella already looking kind of aggressive. As they go into turns 3 and 4, the pace truck going to dive down pit road. Sanderson in control of this one. Sanderson goes. Vincent Isabella right on his tail. Truskowski going right with him. Truskowski trying not to give Vincent Isabella any room. Cody Sanderson going to clear Isabella. Truskowski now giving Sanderson a push as they go down the backstretch. And they are 3 wide. We've got a 3 wide battle for the lead now. Vincent Isabella gets loose there. Truskowski to the lead. Isabella to second. Sanderson back to third. Still battling hard here with 23 laps to go. Isabella now underneath Truskowski, challenging for the lead. Truskowski doesn't want to give it up. Truskowski in a battle back on the high side as they go down the front stretch. Isabella gets a good run into turn 1 and 2, though. Not enough to clear Truskowski. Oh, Truskowski collides with Isabella. Truskowski sideways. Isabella moves up the track. Isabella's loose. Sanderson to the lead. Sanderson now out to a 0.4 of a second lead after Isabella and Truskowski come together there. Sanderson in the lead. Vincent Isabella looking to close that gap back up, though. Truskowski dropping back to third. Now a second off the leader. Cody Sanderson capitalized on that after getting pushed back to third. He goes back to first, but Isabella is hot on his tail. Isabella closing up that gap fast. We're going to look at everyone's last lap time. Isabella about 1/10 of a second faster than Sanderson the last time by. We look at the lap time comparisons. Vincent Isabella has been faster the last 3 laps than Cody Sanderson. Sanderson doing his best to hold off that 79 car, though. You're down to 16 to go. Truskowski back there, though, reeling these two in. Closing up that gap from 1 second to now 0.7 of a second. Sanderson faster on lap 135. They come down to 15 to go. Sanderson desperately trying to hold off that 79 car. Isabella in the outside wall. That's not going to help him. That's going to allow Truskowski to close the gap with Vincent Isabella. We've seen Truskowski faster in the last 3 laps than Vincent Isabella. Sanderson wanting these two to have to race each other and allow him to pull away. Isabella able to recover from that contact with the outside wall, though. Pulling away a little bit from Truskowski now. Trying to reel Cody Sanderson back in. Comparing their last lap times, Isabella just a couple of hundredths faster than Cody Sanderson and Joseph Truskowski. All right, glad to have you here, Seth. And you are missing a good one. Cody Sanderson right now looking to take home the bounty that is on Vincent Isabella. We're looking at the lap times. Truskowski a little bit slower than Vincent Isabella, but Isabella just 1/100th of a second faster than Sanderson. .141, Sanderson faster than both of them. They're pulling away from Truskowski as they come down to 8 to go. Sanderson pulling away from Vincent Isabella. All that trouble Vincent Isabella had earlier on in this run. He's heated up those tires, trying to get back to Cody Sanderson. I don't know if he has the tires left to do it. Sanderson now running consistently faster laps. We've got the field sorted out single file now. Sanderson coming back to the line now, 5 to go. Sanderson having to deal with the lap traffic. The 0-0 of Brandon McGraw. Losing a little bit of time to Vincent Isabella, but Isabella's going to have to deal with McGraw as well. McGraw getting loose. Isabella stuck behind him. Now going to the low side, clearing McGraw. But 0.7 of a second behind Cody Sanderson as they get the 3 to go signal. Sanderson did do a great job of conserving those tires, Seth. I do believe Vincent Isabella went into desperation mode after his contact with the outside wall, trying to gain that ground back up. Got those tires heated up. They're slick. They're greasy. And once Cody Sanderson passes the line, the next flag will end the race. Opening up that gap to a second over Vincent Isabella. White flag is out. Sanderson in control of this one. No pressure out the back. He enters turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag is waving. Sanderson coming off of turn 4. Sanderson going to take home the checkered flag and the bounty on Vincent Isabella. Huge win for that 5 car. Vincent Isabella coming in second. Truskowski in third. Preston Shepard will come home fourth. Alan Martin rounding out your top 5. And the fireworks shoot off. Truskowski turning Vincent Isabella after the flag. Go back, take a look at that. Truskowski coming around the track. Maybe not happy with Vincent Isabella after those two made contact, allowing Cody Sanderson to go back to the lead. So it looks like some tempers flaring for Joseph Truskowski. We go back, try and find the replay of those two getting together. We see here Vincent Isabella and Joseph Truskowski getting together. That allowed Cody Sanderson to take the lead away. Looked like Truskowski came down on Isabella. As we wait for interviews here. Currently waiting on drivers to make their way up to the booth. We have Cody Sanderson and Vincent Isabella in the waiting room, waiting on Joseph Truskowski. But we're going to go ahead and kick it off with Vincent Isabella. Hey, Vincent. Vincent, it's Austin up at the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Congratulations on a second place finish here tonight. We understand there was a bounty on your head tonight.
Yeah, and I started from last and went a lap down early, and yeah, it just made it interesting. So
Yes, it did. So want to go back. It looked like you had something for Cody Sanderson. You got in the outside wall. Did you go into desperation mode and use up your tires there?
no, I think that even though it didn't show it, I had damage from the 42 deciding to chop me into 3 and try to spin himself. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was just plowing after that.
All right, and I do have to ask. We saw a little bit of action after the flag between you and that 42. Is this a rivalry brewing?
I don't know what his problem was. I mean, he did it to himself, and yeah, I mean, technically you're not allowed to wreck after the checkers, so we'll see. But we'll see if he can catch me next time
All right.
without me starting last.
All right, some strong words from Vincent Isabella. We are going to stay tuned. Maybe keep a camera on the haulers tonight after Vincent Isabella gets out of the booth. But before we let you go, anyone you want to shout out?
Yeah, thanks for putting on the stream as always, and big shout out to my teammate Cody. I gave him some tips on how to set the car up, different ways doing things, and I guess it really helped because he was fast. So big shout out to him and our team, and yeah, we'll go get him next week.
All right, you maybe gave him, too many tips tonight, but good luck next week. We will be looking forward to that. Congratulations again. Have a good night, buddy.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you. Once again, that was Vincent Isabella coming home second tonight. But the big winner tonight, Cody Sanderson. We're going to get him up in the booth and get an interview with him. Cody, it is Austin up in the booth. You got me?
I got you, man.
All right. Congratulations on taking home the checkered flag. I believe that is your first one of the season. And a bigger congratulations on taking home the bounty on Vincent Isabella.
Yep, yes, sir, man. That was my first one. I've been saying a bunch, like hopefully it's coming, hopefully it's coming. We've been running up there, but I just couldn't seem to pull it off. And I was practicing some this week, and I was lucky enough. I hit up Vincent. He helped me a bunch, kind of get around this track. And honestly, probably a lot of it goes towards Vincent. It was good to be able to beat him heads up for the most part right there at the end, but he is a big help. And I got this little badass paint job from Wiley. I think that may have put me over the edge a little bit.
All right. Well, we're not going to expect Vincent Isabella to give you any help next week after you take home the win over him. But real quick, I want to go back to you slingshot into the lead after Vincent Isabella and Joseph Truskowski got together. What were your thoughts on that? We saw some after flag action out of Truskowski and Isabella. What were your thoughts?
Honestly, man, my thoughts was to get my wife in here as fast as she could with some Kleenexes because I'm crap myself when that happened right in front of me. And I was just hoping I throttled up more than I wanted to right there just to get clear. And then once I seen Vincent was still back there, it was more of just like I thought for sure he was going to catch me, and I slowly started pulling. I was just trying to run the bottom as much as I could there to save tire. because when he got to me, I knew it was going to be a heck of a race. But then slowly I started pulling on him. I don't know if he had damage or nothing from that wreck, but it felt good. It felt like we saved tire good. We was up front most of the race. The pit cycle kind of threw everything off, put me back tailback, and I ended up having to use my quick repair, the only one I had pretty early. But we got lucky, and luckily enough, we got back up towards the front where it wasn't getting so crazy. But honestly, man, shout out to everybody everybody who's out here racing, because tonight was some of the best racing I've seen out of everybody, and it was pretty good to be a part of.
I tell you what, I've been sitting on the edge of my seat all night calling this race for the lead from start to finish. But Jonathan Wiley is in the chat right now saying that paint added 20 horsepower. Is that true?
I think it is true. It definitely felt a little different. I think it had to be the flames. The flames make everything faster.
That is true. But you already shouted out a couple people. Anyone else you want to shout out before you go start celebrating?
Pretty much, man. Just the guys. Vincent again. I was missing something, and I think he may have helped me finding it. Wiley Fro was making me look awesome out there on the track, having good paint jobs, and the wife for watching the kiddos, and Terrell for putting this whole deal on, and you for broadcasting.
All right, I appreciate it, and we've got Kendra Treese in the chat saying that's her man, and that car looks badass. Love the paint.
Heck yeah. Well, at least I got one fan in the chat.
All right. Well, we'll let you go ahead and start celebrating. Maybe change your underwear after that finish.
Yeah.
But
the wife's going to get the worst part out of that deal.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Once again, this is Cody Sanderson taking home the win tonight. We have just had Joseph Truskowski enter the booth. He came home third. We're going to pull him up, get his thoughts on this race. Joseph, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Take me through, from that last restart up to the finish. What was going through your head? We saw you and Vincent Isabella get together. What happened there from your point of view?
I was having a great time racing. Today it was a really fun race. Coming from the back, there was a lot of, there was some strategy I had to fight to get back on the lead lap. It was a really fun race to start off with. And then going through that last restart, I was just having fun with it. I wasn't too worried about trying too hard, trying to win. I was just trying to do what I could. And then I'm going down the back straightaway. Then I'm watching the replay, and then he says I came across him. I came off the wall. He didn't give me a lot of room either. It's hard to tell, but...
Yep. So we were watching you guys after the checkered flag, too. Seemed like a little extracurricular activities. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, obviously I haven't seen a replay. I've raced pretty clean with them before, but I don't know.
All right. Well, we're glad you hopped up in here. Congratulations again on a third-place finish, even after that adversity, and taking home the hard charger of the night. So you gained 17 positions. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you get out of here?
No. Are you in the league? It was a great night of racing, and we'll see if I can catch them next week, right?
All right. Well, we appreciate it. Once again, that was Joseph Truskowski coming in third. Have a good night, buddy.
You too.
Thank you. All right. We are going to run through our official results now. Coming in first, we had Cody Sanderson taking home the checkered flag and the bounty tonight. Vincent Isabella finishes second. Joseph Truskowski finishes third. Preston Shepard comes home fourth. Alan Martin will finish fifth. Jonathan Foxworth comes home sixth. Ben Johnson finishes seventh. Dave Nail will come home 8th. Sean Merriman will finish 9th. In 10th place, we had Terrell Wheeler. Dave Stinson comes home 11th. Jonathan Wiley finishes 12th. Aaron Yancey finishes 13th. Casey Flowers in 14th. Cody Bullock comes home 15th. Brandon McGraw finishes 16th. In 17th, we had Jay Vaught. 18th was Thomas Adams. In 19th, we had Brian Tiffany. Ethan Straub comes home in 20th. And in 21st, rounding out the field, we had newcomer Tanner Witt after some early race troubles. I would like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Make sure you tune in next week. We have 100 laps at the Monster Mile Dover Motor Speedway in the ARCA series. Once again, that goes live at 9 p.m. or just before 9 p.m. And we will be back next Sunday night with a broadcast for the National Outlaw Racing Association Cup Series live from Chicagoland for another 100 laps. And just after the Chicagoland race, make sure you go over, follow me on Twitch. I will be competing in the National Outlaw Racing Association Outlaw Late Model Series. I will be broadcasting that part-time. The other part-time, I will be racing in it. You can catch that live on my Twitch if you'd like to tune in and see what I can do on the track as I come out of retirement. And some big news starting September 17th. We will have a new league coming to the Rebel Racing Network. That is the Third Coast Xfinity Series, put on by my friends Dakota Dennis and Marcus Castle. We had Dakota Dennis up in the chat tonight, and he is also a racer here, part-time racer here in the ARCA series. So make sure you stay tuned for that. If you are interested in racing in that, reach out to Dakota Dennis on Discord, or check out the Third Coast Racing on Discord. Once again, thank you for everyone for tuning in. Make sure you hit like, follow, subscribe. Go check us out on Facebook. We need 100 followers there, and these races will come live to Facebook as well as YouTube. Until next week, this is Austin Householder signing off.